to Blue Banana Kids Club. I'm Emily and I'm 10.
I'm Annie and I'm 8, and together we are
the Blue Banana Juniors. Today we will be making marshmallow fondant. This is the fondant that you roll out and decorate cakes with.
Today we will need 225 grams of mini marshmallows. I wouldn't use the big ones because the little ones melt quicker, and I won't use pink because when it comes to dyeing it, the colour won't go the colour you were expecting. Got 450 grams of icing sugar. You got a spatula and a wooden spoon, and you got 1 to 2 teaspoons of water, of room temperature water, and the bowl of Trex. So let's get started.
First, you get your marshmallows and then you get your water. Don't pour it all in, and you pour some in, leaving some in the cup. Okay, and then we mix it up a bit. We mix it up a bit, and then we're going to put it in the microwave for 30 seconds.
You will have to do this 2 times. The first one you have to do it for 30 seconds, and the second one you have to do it for 20 seconds. But in the middle you mix it. That's why we don't do it all at once, because if you do it all 50 seconds at once it will burn. And after we put it in for 30 seconds you have to mix it, and then after the 20 seconds we have to mix it. And for the first one, when you mix it, it won't be, there'll still be some lumps in, but on the second one it should be all gooey, and there should be no milk in it, and there should be no lumps in.
Okay, so I've just microwaved mine for 30 seconds. So I've got my wooden spoon and I've started mixing up the marshmallows. As you can see, it's starting to melt a little bit. It's not going to be too sticky just yet, but it will be ready next time. Next time, the lumps should have all gone, but if they're not going at the moment, that's fine. Remember to mix it first, because otherwise it will set even before we've added the icing sugar, and that's not very good. Okay, so this time we're going to add it in, put it in, oh yeah, get your spatula and scrape off your spoon. And now we're going to put it in for 20 seconds.
This recipe is a recipe, it's very quick because the marshmallows will melt very quick, will go hard very quickly and they'll set. So that's why you've got to do very quickly. And I would recommend, if you're very small, to ask adults to help you when you're mixing the icing sugar in. And on the sides, if there are any bits on the sides, you just get your spatula and scrape them all down, like that, all around it, and then you have to put it in for another 30 seconds. Let's do
Okay, so
20 seconds.
Okay, so after putting it in for another 20 seconds, it should have gone nice and smooth. And now we're going to mix out all of the little lumps and all of the full marshmallows that are left in. So it should be nice and white and smooth, and it should look lovely. And it should smell lovely too. That smells amazing. Keep mixing it, like we said, quite fast. Okay, so now we're going to clean off the spoon again with the spatula.
So you have to start mixing. Get spatula. spatula and take all the bits down. For the next part, you might get a bit messy because you're going to start doing it very quickly.
Okay, so now we're going to add in 3/4 of our icing sugar.
So that's about how much you'll need to leave. And then you've got to mix that.
Be careful at first, go quite slowly because we don't want the icing sugar going everywhere.
But then after it's all started mixing in, you've got to start going faster because the marshmallows will set.
Okay, so start speeding up a little bit. It's a good sign if it starts getting stiff.
Now
And if you really need help, ask your parents.
Now we need to add a bit more.
We've got to keep adding more until you think it's ready. It should feel like bread dough once it's ready to knead.
And you know because there'll be no icing sugar lumps in it.
It doesn't matter if there's like a bit of icing sugar on the bottom because we did give you a bit extra than you needed. It should look a bit like that by now.
Now you need to add a bit more of your icing sugar.
It's going to get quite stiff now. So like I said, get a parent if you're finding it hard. They'll be able to do it. So it should be staying. Shouldn't be dripping. But we're going to just like mix it for a bit more. Okay, so now we're going to get, you can use your fingers for this bit because we're going to get messy anyway. So get all of your fondant off with your spoon. Try to get as much off as you can, but it's going to be quite hard to get most of it off. Okay, so now we're going to move this to the sides. And we're going to get some tricks on our fingers. And we're going to just rub it on our board where we think that the fondant icing is going to touch. So, a bit more. Put plenty on, just so it doesn't stick. Now we're going to get some and rub it onto our hands. And now we're just going to pour it all onto our oven. Okay. Now I'm going to knead it together. Stretch stretch it out and fold it in. Stretch it and fold it in. Turn it over, stretch it and fold it in. Stretch it and fold it in. Stretch it. Keep doing that. It might take a while, it might not, depending on how you made it. Okay. So, it's still a bit sticky. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a bit of our icing sugar, lay this out a bit, and then we're going to pour a bit on. And then we're going to fold that in. And we're going to do that again. Once you run out of this icing sugar, just use the bits that are on the board of the bench. Okay. So it's starting to form, but it's not quite ready yet. So we're going to do the break test. So we're going to pull it out, and if it's about an inch and then it breaks, you need to add more water because it's too firm. And if it's really stretchy and it stretches out loads, then that means that you need to add more icing sugar. I think mine is just right, but it needs a bit more kneading. So this is a bit what it should look like. So I'm just going to do the test. Yeah, that's perfect. About 2.5 inches, and then it should break. I'm going to just try a bit. That's lovely. Okay, so now I'm going to form it into like a bit of a rectangle shape. I'm just going to go get some cling film, or whatever you call it. It's the see-through wrapping that you find in the, that you wrap food with. You're going to make sure it's tightly wrapped all over it. Tracks over. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to wrap our fondant tightly and firmly all around you. Make sure it sets nice and firmly. On top. Fold that on. Do the same.
I would do it 2 times just so no air gets in.
Do it once, and now we're going to do it again. that coat wasn't very tight, I'm just going to do one more. Just to be on the safe side.
You've got to leave this 12 hours to set, but 24 hours will be alright as well. So it'll probably be made the next day.
So I've nearly done my second coat of cling film. Next, we will show you how to colour fondant. Thank you for watching.
You're going to cut this out.
Yeah, because I can't stop it.